घोटाला जैसा दिख रहा है वैसा है नहीं।
The Diamanterian defrauding a bank of rupees more than 11,300 crores. PNB's Brady House branch, less than a kilometer away from the swanky Nirav Modi's diamond boutique in Kala Ghoda, has become the epicenter of one of the largest banking fraud detected in the country. So rightly said that the shining diamond trader took away the PNB's shine. India's second largest state-run lender, Punjab National Bank, has been the victim of $1.77 billion, the biggest ever bank fraud in the history of the banking, which went undetected over the years. The Punjab National Bank scam relates to the fraudulent letter of undertaking worth rupees 10,000 crores issued by the bank. This all started when the diamond trader imported the rough stone from foreign countries worth crores of rupees. The key accused in this case were the jeweler and designer Nirav Modi, his maternal uncle Mehul Choksi, and some of his relatives and the employees at the PNB. Nirav Modi and his relatives escaped India in early 2018, days before the news of the scam became public. The PNB scam has been dubbed as the biggest ever fraud in the India's banking history. As of 18th May 2018, the scam was ballooned to over rupees 40.
Nirav Modi. Nirav Deepak Modi was born on 27 February 1971. He is an Indian businessman charged by Interpol and Government of India for criminal conspiracy, criminal breach of trust, cheating, money laundering, fraud, corruption and breach of contract in August 2018. Nirav Modi is a luxury diamond jeweler and designer who was ranked as 57th in the Forbes list of billionaires in 2017. He is also the founder of Nirav Modi chain of diamond jewellery and retail stores. Nirav Modi came from Belgium to Mumbai to work with Mehul Choksi, the owner of Gitanjali Group of Companies. Modi is the chairman of Firestar International, the parent of Nirav Modi chain, which has stores in key markets all across the globe. He has 16 stores in diverse locations such as Delhi, Mumbai, New York, Hong Kong, London and Macau. Persons involved in the scam. Now, as the Punjab National Bank fraud case involves fraudulent letter of undertaking worth rupees 11,356 crores, which is $1.4 billion, issued by the Punjab National Bank at its Brady House branch in Mumbai. The bank had detected and informed to the Bombay Stock Exchange about some of the fraudulent and unauthorized transactions, making Punjab National Bank liable to pay the amount. This fraud was collectively organized by jeweler and designer Nirav Modi, his wife Amy Modi, brother Nishal Modi and uncle Mehul Choksi. All partners of the firm along with the PNB officials and employees, all directors of Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi's firm have been named in a charge sheet by the CBI. Nirav Modi and his family escaped in early 2018, days before news of the scam broke in India. How did the scam occur? Bankers used fake letter of undertaking LOUs at PNB's Brady House branch. These LOUs were opened in favor of branches of Indian banks for import of pearl for over a period of a year, for which Reserve Bank of India also issued some guidelines for a total time period of 90 days from the date of shipment. But these guidelines were ignored by overseas branches of Indian Bank. They failed to share any type of document or information with the PNB which were made them available by the firms at the time of availing credit to them. Punjab National Bank accused 3 associates, Diamond RUS, Solar Exports and Stella Diamonds. They approached PNB on 16 January 2018 with a request for LOUs to make payment to its overseas suppliers. The bank demanded of at least 100% cash margin issuing LOUs, but the firm contested that they had received LOUs without any such guarantee in the past. Branch record did not show any such facility having been granted to the firms. PNB suspected fraud and began digging into the transaction history. On 29 January 2018, PNB filed a complaint with the CBI wherein it was accused that Nirav Modi and all other partners in collusion with 2 bank officials committed offence of cheating against PNB and caused a wrongful loss. The PNB official in his complaint informed that the bank's any two of its employees, Gokulnath Shetty, retired deputy manager of PNB, and other bank officials issued fraudulent LOUs to Hong Kong-based creditors on behalf of three firms associated with Nirav Modi and Gitanjali Group. PNB employees misused the SWIFT network to transmit messages to Allahabad Bank and Axis Bank on fund requirement. While all this was done using SWIFT passwords, the transactions were never been recorded in PNB's core system, thereby keeping the management of PNB in.
Usually, the letter of undertaking for Diamond Street are issued for 90 days, but in this case, the bank staff issued the letter of undertaking for 365 days without any detection. Also, auditors failed to detect any such frauds happening in the internal banking system at the PNB branch Mumbai. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, that is SWIFT, and CBS, the core banking system, were not linked with each other. The management was very weak and couldn't even recognize any single fraud happening in the system because the deputy manager, Gokulnath Shetty, was himself involved in the fraud. According to the RBI guidelines, every such employee working in the bank should be rotated from one position to another position every 3 years. But the same was not followed at the PNB Brady's branch at the Mumbai. The PNB scam unfolded when the new employee at PNB refused to issue the letter of undertaking and investigated the previous financial records of Nirav Modi's company. On 29th January 2018, the PNB issued an FIR with CBI stating that fraudulent letter of undertakings worth rupees 280 crores were issued on 16th January. But later it was realized to be 11,400 crores. In this FIR, PNB mentioned three diamond firms, Stellar Exports, Diamond US, and Solar Exports. Usually, the letter of undertaking for Diamond Street are issued for 90 days, but in this case, the bank staff issued the letter of undertaking for 365 days without any detection. Also, auditors failed to detect any such frauds happening in the internal banking system at the PNB branch Mumbai. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, that is SWIFT, and CBS, the core banking system, were not linked with each other. The management was very weak and couldn't even recognize any single fraud happening in the system because the deputy manager, Gokulnath Shetty, was himself involved in the fraud. According to the RBI guidelines, every such employee working in the bank should be rotated from one position to another position every 3 years, but the same was not followed at the PNB Brady's branch at the Mumbai.
Directorate ED had brought back from Hong Kong 108 consignments of precious gems and jewelleries, which was declared a value of rupees 1,350 crores in connection with Punjab National Bank fraud case. These consignments belong to various entities of Nirav Modi and his uncle Mehul Choksi, based in United Arab Emirates and Hong Kong. These valuables included polished diamonds, pearls, silver, jewellery, and many other valuables. They were kept in the godown in logistics company in Hong Kong. Nirav Modi got his first fraudulent guarantee from PNB on 10th March 2011, and he managed to get 1,212 more such guarantees over the next 74 months. The Enforcement Directorate recovered bank token devices of the foreign dummy companies used by the fugitive diamond trader to transfer fraudulent funds. The probe agency found that Nishal Modi, brother of Nirav Modi, had destroyed the devices and had even secured a server located at UAE soon after the scam breakout. These dummy firms had been receiving the fraudulent PNB LOUs and were based on the British Virgin Islands and other tax havens. The enforcement agency has so far seized movable and immovable property to the tune of rupees 2,362 crore in the PNB fraud case. On June 8, a special court in Mumbai had allowed the ED to confiscate property worth rupees 1,400 crores of Mr. Nirav Modi under the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act. He is facing extradition proceedings in the United Kingdom.
The scam was dubbed as the biggest scam happened ever in the India's banking history, due to which the PNB share prices decreased drastically at that time. Also, the impacts of such frauds on entities like banks and the economic cost of such frauds can be huge in terms of likely creating an havoc in the working of the capital markets, financial institutions, and the payment systems. Besides, these kind of frauds can have a potentially weakening effects on the confidence in the banking system and may also damage the integrity and stability in the banking economy system. It can bring down the banks and can undermine the central bank supervisory role and can also create the instability, discontent, and the political violence. The passiveness of banks to the frauds have been heightened massively due to the technological advancements in the recent times. Until a few years ago, Nirav Modi, the man at the center of the biggest scam, could be seen hobnobbing with Hollywood A-listers and cutting ribbons for his upmarket diamond stores at most of the priciest locations across the world. After this PNB scam, he was on the Interpol's most wanted list for the criminal conspiracy, criminal breach of trust, cheating, and dishonesty. In March 2019, Nirav Modi was finally arrested in central London by UK authorities. To know more about the scams that created havoc in India and in Indian banking system and the payment system, stay tuned with us.